Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. I have a video coming out later today. You know about the QB options. You've probably seen it premiere probably at 4 o'clock. But I want to discuss some Steelers news. As you guys know, we did lose one of our coaches, Aaron Carey. He's leaving the Steelers. I forgot who he's joining. He's joining somebody else. But I know that they was discussing that yesterday when they was interviewing people at the Pro Bowl, which is the Pro Bowl is not the same like it used to be. I think the flag football game now. I don't know who won, but I think they play like a different style. But Aaron Carey, the linebacker coach for the Steelers, is leaving. He's going to coach the Jets. Yeah, he's going with the Jets to coach. So we're going to see him leave, and he's joining the Jets as a linebacker coach. Now the Steelers do have some options to maybe bring some guys in. Some people are saying maybe Gerard Mayo. You know, he was a former head coach of the Patriots. Bring Gerard Mayo in as a linebacker coach, maybe to help out a little bit. I thought the Steelers should start doing a lot more of bringing former players in, and especially former players who play for us. You know, see some guys like some former linebackers who played for us. I know we used to have Joey Porter Sr. on the linebacker coaching staff a few years back, but see some guys who played for us formerly. Try to bring those guys back and stuff. We know Hines Ward is coaching, Antoine Randall is coaching. We got other different individuals. Let's try to bring some guys who used to be a part of our organization, bring those guys back and keep those guys around to help out some of our different position groups and stuff, especially the guys who played at a high level. I know James Harrison always tweeting about certain things the Steelers are doing and the techniques and stuff. Maybe see if he want to coach. If you do want to coach, try to bring him in or bring somebody in. Just bring some greatness around and kind of like help that locker room and help those guys get right. You know, a receiver room, the running back room, all different areas. Offensive line coach. I don't know if the Steelers gonna make a move at DC. They're gonna say, okay, Charleston, it's time for you to go. I don't know if they're gonna make that move maybe in the coming weeks, maybe after the season, once the season ends or something. I don't know exactly when they're gonna do that, but they need to make that move, because if not, that means they're content with staying the way they are defensively. And we know we have playmakers on defense, but for some reason we keep playing soft coverages and not playing the right stuff on defense. So they're gonna put us in the same bind where we get up a lot of yardage in the pass game because we're not playing man-to-man press coverage. We're not sending any blitzes in. We're not going out there and trying to like pressure the other team around us and like try to create mayhem like we usually do. We did that early on in the season, but if for some reason the past the last 7-8 games, we was just allowing a lot of big time passing yardage, especially the last 5 games with the Chiefs, what they did to us, the Ravens, the Eagles, what they would do to us. And then you look at the playoff game, the Ravens, they just ran the ball right down our throat. Really, they was ready to run the ball any way they wanted, pass the ball any way they wanted as well, and the Steelers just couldn't do anything to stop it. So it's time for a new change at the DC, because we need somebody who's gonna be out there and put our guys in the best position to go out there and succeed. I did see some other stuff too as well about potential trade targets and free agents the Steelers could potentially bring in. The only ones that I see that are probably good are, of course, Garrett Wilson. That'd probably be one of the better ones. Bring Garrett Wilson in. Garrett Wilson is pretty good, a pretty good player, and that's kind of the question: should the Steelers trade for Garrett Wilson? I think Steelers, if he's available for a good price, it's probably a second-round pick, most likely second round. You probably do, because your second-round pick is the 20th pick, so it's a little late-round second pick. So you trade for Garrett Wilson, you get a guy like that who can be a number one receiver, pair him with George Pickens, and that'd be cool. And maybe draft a receiver later rounds, maybe like in the 4th round, something like that, later round in the draft to bring it on. Or if you spend some money in free agency, say, I'm gonna get Garrett Wilson, and then I'm gonna have George Pickens, I'm gonna go sign Darius Slayton or something like that and bring him in. My original thing was saying if you don't trade for anybody, then you go with Chris Godwin and you get Darius Slayton to pair with George Pickens, and I think that'd be pretty good right there, a good receiving core. But if you do trade for Garrett Wilson, I know you've seen a lot of rumors and reports about Garrett Wilson maybe on the move. We did see Myles Garrett ask for a trade today, so we'd be surprised if other players start asking for a trade, because some guys don't want to keep starting over. Garrett Wilson has had many quarterbacks, many quarterbacks with the Jets, different coaches, different offensive coordinators almost every year. So some teams don't want to keep starting over and over and over with different stuff, especially with a franchise who's not structured. The Steelers might have their woes, of course, and like getting beyond deeper playoff run, of course, and stuff like that. But the Steelers are always consistent in being competitive. They're not gonna have no structure where they like look bad or mismanaging certain things and being a horrible franchise and losing. Nah, they're not gonna be like that. Might be having struggles in the postseason, but not gonna have any struggles in like staying competitive. So I think Garrett Wilson would be very good here, very good to bring here, to add him to the team, add him to the roster, pair him next to George Pickens, and I think it'll change a lot to our team and stuff. I did see some other stuff too as free agents. They said the other Steelers went out there and maybe wanted to take a chance on. I think somebody said take a chance on Zach Wilson, and I see Mac Jones. I don't know about that. Mac Jones was cool his first year, but they messed him up a little bit. He probably still have the ability to get back right, but we can go different pros. We can get Justin Fields back in there as our guy. I know Sam Darnold is another name that keeps circulating around as well. I will discuss that in the video later today, but I feel like our best bet is to probably get Justin Fields, and some other options out there too as well. If we can't get Justin Fields, if he decides to move on, but I think our best bet, our number one target should be that. And a lot of reports are coming out that saying the Steelers are very high up on Justin Fields, and they kind of like favoring Justin Fields over Russell Wilson to bring back. And they kind of like a lot of people around the team that say they feel confident, and they say they feel good if they do bring in Fields back. So Fields was very popular too around the team. A lot of the management, a lot of the team, everybody loved him because seen the potential there. And, so I wouldn't be surprised if they do bring him back. We'll see what happens. But yeah, a lot of news going on in the NFL. A lot of news in the whole sport world, really. You see Luka Doncic get traded. Now Myles Garrett said, "Hey, let me go ahead and get traded." And it's not the NBA, but let me go and get traded in something. So you see a lot of different trade news and rumors, and it's not a rumor from Myles Garrett. He put an official statement out, so it's just him saying it like directly from himself. So we're gonna see where he ends up. I was thinking, like, what if the Steelers made a move from Myles? They're not gonna trade him within the division, of course not. But what if the Steelers made a move from Myles Garrett? Imagine that, Myles Garrett and TJ Watt on the same team. Would be crazy. But you have to give up at least a first rounder. So maybe first rounder and Alex Highsmith for Myles Garrett. And that would be crazy. Myles Garrett and TJ Watt on the same team with Cam Hayward in the middle. That'd be a nice little defensive line, but they're not about to trade him within the division. He probably get traded to a different conference, most likely. So we'll see him somewhere. But that's all I have for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.